Aloha Sicilians, welcome to This Night in Stars, episode 48. For this episode, I'm going to be reviewing a podcast called The Two Princes. I've recently listened to all 7 episodes of the podcast in a single day, just binged through it really quickly, and it was easily the best podcast that I ever listened to in my entire life. I listened to a lot of YouTuber podcasts, and they're all really good, but this, oh my god, I freaking loved it. It was the best thing ever. So if you go to iTunes, Spotify, any app where you can get podcasts and you want to look it up, it's from Gimlet, and this is what you would see in the store. This is the cover art for it. And the description, the official description according to Gimlet's website, it says, and I quote, "When Prince Rupert sets out to break the mysterious curse that's destroying his kingdom, he's ready to face whatever dastardly villain or vile monsters stand in his way. What he isn't prepared for are the bewildering new emotions he feels when he meets the handsome Emir, a rival prince on a quest to save his own realm. Forced to team up, the two princes soon discover that the only thing more difficult than saving their kingdoms is following their hearts." So basically what that's saying is that there's this prince named Rupert, and there's a curse and an evil forest, and his mom doesn't want him to have anything to do with the forest, but he escapes on the night of this party and goes in the forest and meets Emir, who's also in the forest from the east. Rupert is the west. And they team up to stop the curse. And you think that one of them's going to have to die to stop the curse, but maybe that's not the case. Now, I love how this story is not just like a typical audiobook. I don't listen to many, but I'll assume audiobooks don't have background music. But this one does have background music. There's thunder, there's lightning, you can hear the sounds of the swords clashing, or the rocks falling. So I really liked that about it as well. I think the hardest thing about listening to it, though, is that I was listening to it on the train. You have something that's funny, or shocking, or sad. You need to control your emotions and not be bursting out on the train and have everybody around you staring at you because you're the weirdo who's laughing really hard on the train. So you just have to smile and be so chill when literally it's the best thing ever, and you want to have all the emotions because literally it is the best thing ever. And also, not to spoil it, but there is something I thought from the very beginning. Prince Rupert and Prince Emir are going to do X. I had a theory, I had a thought, I just felt it the whole time. And then in the last episode, it was confirmed that X did happen. And I don't want to spoil it for you, that's why I'm saying X. But I was right, and I loved it. And again, I needed to stay calm because I was at a train station waiting for my ride. I was like still in public, and so I needed to stay calm. But it happened. But seriously, it is the best podcast ever. I don't quite know how to describe it. I just need to tell you to go listen to it. I would easily give it 5 out of 5 on the podcast rating app, and for the TTS rating, which is our 10, it gets 10. It is the best thing ever. So if you like adventure stories, if you like fantasy, if you like romances, if you like mysteries, I guess there's a little bit of that here and there, then this is definitely the podcast for you. It shouldn't take very long to listen to it. Like I said, only 7 episodes, and I use speed. That's why I got through all of them so quickly, but they're like 20-some minutes in normal. I can't think of much else to say other than it is the best podcast ever, and my theory that I had turned out to be right, so I was even more happy. It's funny, it's sad, it's shocking, it's amusing. Just trust me when I say you need to go to the App Store, the Spotify, any podcast app. You need to get it, you need to listen to it, and you're going to love it. And it's called, so again, this podcast is 10 of 10 and called The Two Princes. And that wraps up this review. So if you liked it, please drop one down below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Comment down below your thoughts on the podcast. Follow me on all of my social medias. And aloha till next time.